Hello and good morning. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. If you like this mug or other stamping apparel and scrapbooking apparel, go to my shop, stampersdelightshop.com, where you can purchase those items for yourself or a stamper in your life. Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. I am just a minute or two early, but I like to get on to make sure that everything is working properly. So definitely hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Don't forget to share my videos, leave me a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Facebook. Okay, so we are going to get started with a couple of quick things. If you like that mug, again, go to stampersdelightshop.com. And I have a lot going on here, so we're going to go over that first. So the first thing I have is my September Fun Fold class. Now, all the links will be below with all the information when I am done with the live. So this is for, hey, Karen, this is for the September class. That's the Fun Fold online class. And that is with the Regal Flora or Regal Winter Suite collection, which I'm going to be using today. I also have my online scrapbooking class, and that is with one of the new packs in our catalog. So that goes live September 4th. And again, all the information will be on the links when I'm done. Good morning, Tracy, Anja, Jennifer, Effie. Thank you for tuning in. I also have my paper share going on. So I am asking everybody to sign up by September 3rd so I can order everything by the 4th so that things don't go back ordered. So this is for the paper share for all the new papers in the mini holiday catalog. And last but not least, I have my fall retreat. Now that is in person or online. And when you join, when you click registration, it'll give you all the information and then just sign up for whichever one you want. It also gives the date of when it will go in the mail, usually approximately around the 20th. This will go out approximately the 14th. Okay. So those are all the upcoming classes for September and October. And I'm giving it one more minute because I want to start at 10 o'clock. And it is now 10 o'clock. So let me flip the camera. Okay. So I am going to be using the Regal Winter today. And here's the stamp set and the beautiful dies. So we're going to be using those. Also in that suite, there are some beautiful papers. Now I have mine in my paper keepers from Stamp and Storage. This is my 12 by 12. So here's the beautiful specialty paper. You can see mine's cut up because I've been using it. Thank you, Joan, for sharing. Hi, Gloria. I had your great-granddaughter here last night. I was babysitting, and it was so much fun. Then we have this beautiful paper, designer series paper, which is double-sided. And you can see my unboxing for everything in the holiday catalog. Just go back and watch that. Okay, so let me show you two cards that I did with this suite first. This one I did post yesterday to see if you liked it with or without the bow. So I ended up keeping the bow on there, but I will also on my blog and my newsletter show it to you without the bow. And this is just a bit of simple stamping, white on white with some pop of color. The next one I want to show you is my fan fun fold, which I did last October, I believe it is. And I'm also going to add the link for that video so that you can get the dimensions and how to make this fan fun fold card. I just thought this paper would be beautiful for that also. It's really not hard to make. For today's fun fold, I'm going to be doing a floating book card. So I'm going to show you what a couple of those look like. My hands are shaking. And this is my floating book card. You can see that it floats. In other words, it's lifted up there. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little mechanism in there to make that pop up. So, and of course you sign it on the back. The same idea with different colors. This was with the, I did that with Night of Navy. This one is with the Cherry Cobbler. Now this Cherry Cobbler ribbon actually goes to another suite, but you can see you can mix and match those. And again, this is a thank you card with the floating book insert. Thank you, Jean. And then on the back side, you could sign it. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to give you the dimensions, but don't worry about it. The downloadable PDF will be on my newsletter later, and you will have time to sign up for that. So the first thing we're going to start with, I have these a little backwards here, but we're going to use a piece of Blackberry Bliss, and that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. Hi, Patty. And I am going to score that at 4 1/4. That's the first piece. Then I'm going to bring in my next, the insert of the cardstock. And that is 3 3/4 by 7. Just so I can show you the sizes here. And we are going to go ahead and fold that in half. And there's my bone folder. Hi, Peg. Hi, Janice. We're just going to score that in half. Those are the 2 bases that you need. We're going to start with the larger base. And I am going to layer a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 onto that. Now, because you're not only going to see the outline, what I'm going to do is I am going to take this piece and I am going to cut out, because I like to save this beautiful paper, and you're not going to see that. I'm going to take this die right here. Let me move my coffee before I spill it. I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. And I'm going to cut that piece out. Hi, Kathleen from Florida. How are you? Move that back over. We'll be using that again in a minute. Okay, and now I have this piece. I'm going to save that because I'm going to need that. I'm going to bring in a piece of designer series paper. So you can see I'm using different designer series paper so you can see how it looks. This is 3 1/4 by 5. Before I lay that down, I'm going to bring in that beautiful Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Well, actually, I can lay it down first. So that's going to go right there. I'm using my stamp and seal for this. And I'm going to lay that right on top. So I have just an outer edge showing. I'm going to put a little bit more of that stamp and seal on there and wrap that beautiful ribbon around here. I'm going to bring in my scissors, snip that off. Bringing in the first base, I'm going to lay that right down. And what I like about this flowered paper is it doesn't matter which way it goes. Good morning, Deb. We are going to lay that right there. Okay, so that's the first base. Now we're going to bring in this piece, and we're going to open that up just like this. I have some white here, and these pieces, I might have cut that one. I might need to trim. Nope, that's right. You're going to need 2 of those at 3 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then I'm going to use this designer series paper, but I'm going to use the back side. And you need 2 of these. These are 3 by 3 1/4. Thank you. Definitely share it. Thank you, Stacy. So I am going to go ahead and put a little glue on this. Layer that right in the center. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I hope everybody's enjoying the summer. I mean, it's almost over. I can't believe it already. Hi, Cynthia. We're going to add that one right there. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and layer that on the inside of those flaps. Making sure I get them the right way. They go this way. And one more. Thank you, Rose. And we're going to add that right in there. Okay, so this piece is actually going to go right in the center here. But I forgot to cut some more designer series paper for the inside. So let me see which one I want to cut. I think I will go with, let's see. Let's grab some designer series paper. And maybe this one. I forgot to cut those, so we'll go with this one. First, I got to put the white down. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in 2 pieces of white. And where is my other one? Sorry, I'm reaching over here. Looking for the size that I need. Might have to cut that. Thought I was ready. All right, I got a piece here, so let's cut this. So now we're going to cut some white for the inside, and this one is also 4 by 5 1/4. Got to cut these, pre-cut these, but that's okay. So we're going to do 4. Make this one 4. Again, all the measurements will be on my blog by 5 1/4. By 5 1/4. And then I'll bring in the designer series paper that I want to use for inside there, which is right here. And then we need 2 of these, and that's going to be 3 3/4 by 5. By 5. Okay. Oh, that's the short piece. I don't need that one. Make sure those are right. Okay, and then I'm going to layer these right on top. Hi, Joan. And another one here. These are going to get layered right inside. So there's the front. And then there's the inside. And now we have these pieces. So for the mechanism, you need 2 pieces of 1 by 3. And we are going to score both of those at a 1/2 inch. Oh, let's get that out of the way. 1/2 inch, and then 1 1/2. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Oh, Kathleen, I never use 1/8 and 1/16 and all that. I'm just so bad at math. I'd like to use the regular sizes that I know I can do. And then if I need it to cut down a little bit, I tell you, just cut it a smidge. Yeah, I'm with you. I get so confused with 7/8 and all that stuff. Okay, so now I have these 2 little pieces. I'm going to really burnish those well with my bone folder. Yeah, it confuses me too. I mean, if you don't like as much white around there, you just cut it a little bit larger, a little bit smaller, however you like. But I like using those measurements. They're easier to follow. Okay, so these are your 2 pieces for the mechanism. And I even have to look to make sure I'm doing this right. So these are going to get glued inside here. So for this, I'm going to use a little liquid glue, only because if I have to move it, I can. So I'm just going to put a little liquid glue right here on the first one. And I'm going to put that right over that flowered paper, because this is going to actually go back in like that. So this, you want that flap going this way. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And again, you can actually take a ruler and measure this if you want it exact. But if you watch me, you know I don't do anything exact. Look at my hands shake today. I'm sorry. I'm going to put that one right there. They got to dry a little bit. Let that dry. And let's bring in another piece of white. I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to stamp 1 here, 1 here. I'm going to bring in these 2 pieces of green, and I'm using Peacock. See how many I can fit in here. Can I fit another one? I don't think this one's going to fit. No. So we'll use this one, but I might add another one. I got a little blob there, but I don't care about that too much because I'm going to cut those out. So let's bring this piece in. And then I have my tape, my Post-it note tape. I get that on Amazon. And I'm going to put those, whoop. You see how worn my cutting plates are, but they still work. I'll glue that one down. Do this one. See if I can fit this one in there without overlapping it. Let's see if this one fits. This one might be a little tricky, but we'll try it. Okay, so this way I can cut all of those out at one time. And I'm going to run this through. pop those out. And now I can cut these other two out. Let's take those off. Put those right here. I'm so sorry my hands are shaking today. Maybe too much coffee. And this one. Or not enough. Okay. I am going to cut those two out. Okay. That's dry now. So we are going to fold these in just like this. So you see that line right there, but you want these two pieces. And again, I'm going to add some liquid glue. I'm going to take that piece right in this, where that line, that center line is. I'm going to lay that in. And then I'm just going to fold it. You can do each part separate if you want, but I like to fold it like that. And then when you open it, whoop, we got to wait till it dries. So let's put something on there to have it dry. I'm just going to stack these on there. We got our flowers, and I have a couple other leaves. We'll use those. Now I'm going to stamp the sentiment. So I'm going to grab a piece of white here. And I am going to use Wishing I Was There to Give You a Hug, or Sending Love Your Way. How about that one? I'm going to use that in the Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to stamp that. I'm going to take my paper snips and cut along here. I could do it straight, but I want to do it this way. And then just go over that. Sending Love Your Way. What other one do I want? I'm going to use Wishing I Was There to Give You a Hug. We're going to use that one. Going to do the same thing here. I don't care if it's crooked because I'm cutting it out. Good morning, Lori. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm just going to cut around it. I don't know, lately I've been doing a lot of this, cutting the sentiments like this if I don't have a sentiment die, instead of just straight lines. Okay, there I got my two sentiments. Now I'm going to bring in another piece of 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to just stamp this is for the back, where I'm going to sign it. And then right over that, in the peacock, I'm just going to go like that. And let's see, let me grab Just a piece of blotter paper, or just this. And I'm going to stamp that. So that'll be for the outside, or where you're going to sign it. And I'm just going to add this on my envelope. Oh, got a blob. Okay. It's the envelope. I'm not going to worry about it. I might cover it up. We'll see. All right. Let's take that off. And you see, when you open this, that one came out better than any of them. So now let's decorate it. And I'm going to add some flowers here. I think these are shaded spruce, but I'm going to use them. And maybe this one. All right, so I am going to use these. I'm going to grab my my dimensionals. Do I have my take your pick tool? Oh, not there. Oh, no worries. We are going to add that right here onto the ribbon. And then with dimensionals, I'm going to add some flowers. Since I don't have my take your pick tool, I'm using my fingernails. We are going to pop that up right there. This one is going to go behind it, right there. See if I can I want that under a little bit more. There we go. Just peeking out. Let's take the larger one. I'm going to add this right here. And then this sprig. What I should have done ahead of time, or before I put this down, but I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna slide that one right in there. Okay, I'm gonna bring in my Winkastella, which is here. And I'm just gonna add some color. Now, the Blackberry Bliss will bleed, so be very gentle with it. It'll smear. A lot of any red bases will. So I'm just putting a little glitter to it. And then on the green, should have done this before. Let's do that here. Let's bring in the greens. Again, I love this set, and it's why I chose it for my September online class. Okay, so there's the front. It's not done yet, but we're going to go ahead and do the inside. So here, I will add a flower there. You could add more sentiments. You could use this white, make it white and sign it there if you don't want to sign the back. I am going to use this sprig right here. Good morning, Georgia. Tuck that right in there. And now this one we will use, we're going to first use the sentiment, which is going to go right there. And we're going to use mini dimensionals for that. Don't forget to share my videos with your friends. And the free downloadable PDF will be on my newsletter later today, so you have time to sign up for that. I'll add all the links when I'm done. Okay. Sending love your way. Flip those over. Oh, I forgot to take that piece off. That's why I like my take your pick tool when I'm taking these dimensional backs off. There's the book. Now let's add the back piece. Thank you, Kathleen. Now it is a little bulky, so yes, it's probably going to need extra postage, but I'm sure whoever you're going to send this gorgeous card to is worth the extra postage. All right, let's slide that over a little bit. There we go. That's to sign it. So now we open it this way. It pops up that way. I'm so excited. This one turned out better than the other ones. All right. Let's take some ribbon and make a bow. This is a little stiffer than I usually like, but it does tie very nicely. I start out, was bad at math. Yeah, I was very bad at math. And now the kids don't even have to learn math. All they need is a calculator. At least we had to learn it. Okay, I'm gonna make that. You love the fold. Thank you. So definitely case my card and my fold and tag me on it so I can see what you did with it. Okay, so I'm going to take that bow. I find that my Stampin' Seal, I get enough on there. It works really well. You can use glue dots if you'd like. I'm going to add this right here so you can still see the words. I'm going to bring in the gems that go with that, the Regal Foil Adhesive Dots. And this is where I really need my take your pick tool, but I'm too lazy to get up. So I'm going to take the pink. Whoop, that one. We'll just grab this one. And I'm going to put those right inside there so it makes the flowers pop a little bit more. Don't need one there. And maybe a couple up here. So now I have my gems on there. Thank you. Okay, and in here I'm going to add a few more gems. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can leave those the way they are. I think the gems just make it. And I do go crazy with the gems, so. And then let's do a couple over here. And there you have the floating book fold. Now, I didn't like that envelope that I messed up, so I'm going to do another envelope. And this card is so beautiful that it really warrants beautiful paper. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to add this on the lip of the envelope. I think this really shows off the card and who you're sending it to when it matches, you know, like your shoes in your pocketbook, or if you call it a handbag. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Gail. So now I have the matching envelope. Let's try putting one of those sprigs on there again without rocking it. There we go. And there I have a matching envelope to my beautiful book fold. And see, there's the mechanisms. So let me show you the other ones again. This one was with the cherry cobbler. This one I didn't see, it doesn't, I mean, it still pops up, but that one pops up perfect. And you can tell me which color you like better. And then here was the Night of Navy. I didn't put anything in that one. I'll probably go back and do that. Again, here is the fan fold card. And I will send you the link or put the link to this video if you'd like to do this fun fold. And then, of course, my white on white with a pop-up color. So which one do you prefer? You hate to cover it. I know. I hate to cover it too. This one I really like. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I don't have time to do a card on the fly. Mom has an appointment, so got to get her ready for that. But I hope you enjoyed today's fun fold. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and definitely share my videos, okay? Sign up for the newsletter, which I will be putting the link in very shortly. And you will have the downloadable PDF for this, okay? Until next time, keep on stamping, stampers. Bye. Oh, real quick, one more quick thing. On August 20th, there were some products that were only available to close to my heart consultants and customers when they joined us at Stampin' Up. On August 20th, those products will be available to everyone. So they're online, and you will need to go online to see what those products are. There's some great items there. I got my list going already. And I will add that PDF or that link in there also. Okay, so don't forget to check back on our Stampin' Up website for those products. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Keep on stamping.